I'm going to apologize. I'm going to but the Budget Committee to go testify on a bill. I will be back, though.
Oh, wait a minute. You're going to miss me?
All right, I'll wait for you. You have a map. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely would rather you not. Before I show you the map, and maybe, do you mind? Thank you. I need you to know this is so incredibly difficult for me, but I feel like if I do not humanize this, if I do not make it clear how this legislation actually affects your daughters, your mothers, the women of this state, then it's all just a bunch of numbers. So let me make it clear. A man was arrested in my backyard with duct tape and scissors. I had never met that man, never heard his voice till I went to court. Now, I wish I could tell you that's the only time I've been stalked, or that's the only man who stalked anyone in the state of Maryland, but there's a huge number of women who, like me, have been raped, who, like me, have been sexually assaulted, and we want the right to be able to do what we would be allowed to do throughout the majority of the rest of the United States, which is, if we prove that we are not criminals, that we are law-abiding, that we are sane, et cetera, see all the green states? They actually follow this thing called the Second Amendment. Now, here's the deal. I live in Maryland, and I know some women, they like to relax over the sounds of chatter in a cafe, the sounds of smells of coffee beans. You know, that doesn't work for me. My passion for Maryland is I love the wild horses at the beaches. I love the mountains of Western Maryland. So guess what? That means I like to go to secluded places. Well, guess what? One time I was in my tent asleep, and a man came in. Why can't I have a firearm to protect myself? Why am I in that tent alone with a knife and a rock and some other weird objects? I'm an NRA instructor. I'm certified. I'm safe. I can teach other people to be safe. I can pass that test 125 out of 125. And yet my state does not grant me, SB 100, does not grant us the right to decide how to protect ourselves. Are you going to be in my neighborhood the next time this guy follows me home? Not too long ago, I was making photocopies late at night at Kinko's. The guy follows me home. Guess what? When I'm in my house, I'm allowed to protect myself, but walking along the sidewalk, I'm not. So you make me into a criminal. You force me to decide, do I want to be judged by 12 or carried by 6? What I want is for you to pass SB 100. What I want is the right to be able to live freely in a manner that allows me to self-protect myself. Now, I need you to know, it's not just about the women who live in Maryland, but I compete. I'm a competitive shooter. I compete in a variety of different states. You make it impossible for people who want to come from out of the state. And for the record, some of the firearms that I would like to be able to use, I'm not allowed to buy them because they're most popular sporting rifles that you all, or some of your people from last year, if you weren't here last year, have decided are some kind of dangerous rifle, and you call it an assault rifle. I want you to be logical about crime in the states. I want you to be logical about the Second Amendment, and I would like you to support SB 100 and honor women like me who want nothing more than the ability to choose where we want to be safe and how. I will be quiet in one more second. I am also very much in favor of SB 454. I am ashamed and embarrassed that Maryland is not on the state, and you should be too. I'm in favor of 326, 328 with the amendments to recognize Title 12 and 13, and 407. Do you have any questions? Because if not, I can't see how you cannot possibly not support SB 100.
Thank you, and it was good listening to you. Senator Norman.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
very
sir.
quickly, I really appreciate your perspective. I didn't hear where you're from. What part of the state are you from?
I don't normally announce that.
Good enough.
But I will
Is that
send you an
because of
email.
Self-defense?
What did you say?
Never mind.
It's because I've been stalked home on numerous occasions, and at this point, I've just learned it's not wise. But I will be delighted to send you a personal email, and you can even come over for tea.
Thank you very much.